Hello again, and thank you for joining me for another lesson. Today we're going to discuss relationships, and I have for you a beautiful quote. The fastest way to do things you don't think you can do is to surround yourself with people already doing it. People have an innate desire to be in close proximity to other people, to connect with others, and to form relationships. Because social support is such a crucial element of being human, when social interactions break down or get damaged, it can have a significant impact on our mental health and well-being. So it is critical not to aim to get everything you need from a single relationship. Focus on building social support network with a variety of different forms of relationships like romance, friendship, acquaintances, to maintain your well-being and quality of life. As you may have noticed, depending on the people we hang out with, we might have different thoughts or moods. Some people might give us a lot of motivation and energy. Other people might help us relax and enjoy the moment, while other people might make us stressed and anxious. Studies have shown that a person's social life can influence not only our mental health, but our physical health as well. And that is done through the type and the variety of foods we consume and through the type of different activities we do together with our friends or families. If your friends are all about partying, drinking, eating fast food and watching TV or playing video games without doing much in terms of physical activity or eating healthy, when you are invited to join in, what choice do you have? All this sounds like a lot of fun, having girls' nights with lots of pizza and wine, so most likely you will join in. If you do that occasionally, it's all fine. You blow off some steam and you have a good time. But when you do that on a regular basis, all sorts of problems will start to appear, like weight gain, health problems, and so on. In a study conducted on 12,000 people over 30 years, they showed that if you have obese friends, your risk of obesity goes up by 57%. Having an obese sibling, the risk goes up by 40%, and a partner goes up by 37%. Obesity is contagious. Behavior is contagious. Why is that? Because we change our perspective on what is normal based on what we see in the people around us. If a friend of yours or a family member has become obese, it doesn't change his personality. He or she is still the same fun and lovable person that you first met. He or she is just a bit heavier. Nothing wrong with that, you might say, and this is how you change your perspective about obesity. My friends and family are obese or overweight. It's not a tragedy. And slowly you start letting yourself go. If I eat this McDonald's meal, it's fine. If I skip my exercises, it's fine. After all, everybody is doing it and they're all fine. If the people around you are not acting as a role model for you, then you need to start acting like a role model for them, for your family, for your friends, for your children. You don't need to change the world. You only need to change yourself. You don't need to convince your friends to do anything. Behavior is contagious. If they see positive changes in yourself, like losing weight, having more energy, clear skin, and generally looking good, they will want to follow suit. Be the leader of the pack. Be the alpha that the people around you need. So keep in mind that relationships are a powerful driving force for transformation. In an environment with people we share the same values, with healthy habits that we aspire to, it takes little effort to achieve our goals. Constant interactions with them keeps us focused in the right direction, and after a while it becomes second nature for us as well to have good habits. One more thing to add here is that the social context has another tremendous influence on our eating behavior. When we eat with other people, we eat differently than when we eat alone. Think about how much do you eat when you are alone or with your family? How about when you are with your friends, especially if they are of opposite sex? How about with your work colleagues? Or how about when you first meet somebody? How comfortable you feel around other people will determine how much you eat and what you eat. Our food preferences tend to align with those of our close social circle. One reason for this is because we find conforming to the behavior of others to be beneficial and rewarding. We have something in common. We feel we belong to the pack. In terms of intimate relationships, spouses and friends, they appear to be the most consistent in terms of dietary patterns. In terms of who is influencing who, men's diet is influenced more by their partners or wives, while the women's diet seem to be more influenced by their friends. When it comes to stable relationships or marriage, in many cases, we tend to let ourselves go. We take less care of ourselves as opposed to when we were single. When you are single, you want to look at your best and be in shape because it increases the chances of getting sexual partners. When we have a stable partner, we're not as motivated by having a six-pack. We all know that a healthy marriage takes a lot of work in terms of functioning properly as a couple. But at the same time, it is just as important that you both contribute in keeping each other healthy and fit. Now let's have a look at some of the benefits of relationships. Number one is less stress, or the ability to better cope with stress. Having friends you can talk to about your daily struggles can have a great impact on your mental health. And being in a committed relationship is associated with lower levels of cortisol. Knowing that somebody loves and supports you, even if the person is not physically present, it is a mental health booster. Relationships also gives us a sense of purpose. Many people want to feel like they are doing something nice for others. Have you ever wanted to brighten up the day for somebody you love? Or to do something nice for them, or to help them out in a certain situation? Well, being in a loving relationship of any kind can give a person a sense of well-being and purpose. Relationships can also give us healthier habits. If your partner, friends, or other loved ones promote eating a healthy diet, exercising, not smoking, and so on, you are more likely to follow suit. It's much easier to adopt healthy habits when you are surrounded by people who are doing the same. Relationships can also help us live longer. Research suggests that having a variety of relationships can increase longevity. The people living in the blue zones, like Okinawa in Japan and Sardinia in Italy, have the most centenary individuals who are still healthy and active today. What are they doing different than us? Well, for one, they eat better and they are more active than us. But they also have a strong sense of community. They live in small communities. They go to the church regularly and they invest more time in their families as opposed to us who work a lot and spend less time with our families. And last but not least, relationships can improve healing. Whether you have somebody there to remind you to take your medications, to help you with your daily activities, to bring you a cup of hot tea, or simply to take your mind off the pain, it can help you to get back on your feet quicker. Research shows that long-term partners who have undergone heart surgery are 3 times more likely than solo patients to survive the first 3 months after surgery. A little emotional support can go a long way in assisting someone in recovering after a procedure or sickness. And this concludes our lesson for today. Thank you for watching. Until next time.